Well, welcome back to a new video, guys. So what are we doing on this fine day? We've had a load of rain. The rivers are absolutely swollen, but as you know, I'm one of those chaps that likes to do his groundwork, so I do always have some backup rivers that might be receding and dropping. Now with that in mind, today I decided to head out because during the early part of spring and during the close season I've been having a look at a very small carrier stream, which today, whilst very much up, it isn't actually too badly coloured. So thought to myself, you know, gets to later in the year, why not head out and give it a go? And the day's come and here we are. Now what we're going to be doing, well, got the little TFG Compact Float Rod, centre pin reel and a float. Got a little bag with my bait in, got some sliced bread. Going to be fishing that as small bits of bread flake. I think I've forgotten my bread punches, so it'll have to be bread flake. I've got maggots, I've got worms, so we're going to have a little mooch about, trot a few swims and maybe catch a fish or two. I've never fished this particular little stream. As I say, it is up and flowing a bit, but at the same time the clarity looks good, so I'm hopeful that we'll pick up a fish. What species I don't know, but I have, when I looked at it earlier in the season, I did actually see a few fish milling about. But obviously summertime as well, when I had another look at it, the water levels were very low and the fish, yeah, well, I wasn't going to fish for them because they didn't look best pleased due to it being a small river, low oxygen. Now, like a lot of the small rivers that I fish, this is near a sewage treatment works, so fingers crossed there isn't been a load of sewage discharging in, although that's most likely the case due to the fact with a lot of our rivers that they get discharge of sewage, some that are still ongoing in my area right now for the last 400 hours. Absolutely dire situation, and I think until the government force the Thames, Lights of Thames Water and other water companies, their CEOs, their head honchos, once they can only sort these rivers out by forcing their pay to be directly linked to the quality of the water in our waterways. Until that happens, I think we're always going to be fighting a corrupt battle. They need to be brought to heel and brought to justice. Anyway, like a lot of my waterways, as you guys know, I do a lot of groundwork using Ordnance Survey maps. I use Google Maps, great tool, guys. If you're an angler, Google Maps is your friend. Now I do spend a lot of time looking at intimate rivers, little tributaries, carrier streams. Sometimes it can be a wild goose chase, but a lot of the time you can find little hidden gems, which is what I'm hoping this will be today. Little hidden gems which can surprise you and throw up some nice fish. Not always the largest fish, but for the size of waterway that you're fishing and the fact that probably the fish haven't even seen a hook, that in my opinion is absolutely priceless. Anyway, I'm waffling. I've got a float to run through a swim or two. I haven't brought a keep net with me, so I will be releasing the fish straight away, which might be to my detriment and I might end up spooking a shoal of fish. But I am hoping maybe we get some small chub, some roach, maybe some dace, maybe the odd gudgeon. That'd be lovely. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's take a look at this beautiful little river. little bit of liquidized bread. Creates a lovely cloud. Lovely looking area this. Got a bottleneck. And it opens up into this snaggy pool. Looks like a real hit and hold area, but I am fishing on light tackle. Getting some bites already. It's a very short trotting run though. It's not easy casting really. Hey, lovely. Well, guess what? It is a dace. Look at that, a lovely silver dart from a flooded little bit of feed or carrier stream. How wonderful. Thought they'd be in here. Might even be some larger ones. It just goes to show, even with the immense amount of sewage works that connect to our brooks and our main rivers, Mother Nature tries its best to keep on keeping on and fight the good fight. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Bloody happy. Yeah. And I top it up with a few more tiny balls of liquidized bread. It's a bit of a pain though, playing the fish, because I can't get the rod up too far. There's a lot of hawthorn in the way. Anyway, let's get some more ground bait in there. Yes, wonderful. Well, now although I haven't brought the keep net with me, and this would have been a good spot for it, I didn't want the cumbersome side, if I was to change swims, to have the keep net with me. So I'm risking spooking the swim, spooking the shoulder fish. It's just a brilliant, I love these kind of exploratory trips. It really fires me up. I mean, I love catching good barbel and chub, but finding little bits of river like this, probably, I would say hardly many people fishing, and exploring, it fires up that young kid in you. It really does. Brings out all those exciting what ifs. Another fish. Lovely. It's a roach. Wow. There we go, guys. Lovely conditioned roach. Look at that. No parasitic black spot on it. It's in beautiful condition. Bloody amazing. I'm getting some good bites. Some very good bites. Yep. Ah, he's gone. Felt like a roach. That's another dace. Lots of good fish. Another lovely dace from an absolutely hidden gem, guys, a hidden gem. This is why it's good to always have different length rods. This is only 9 foot, this particular rod, the TFG Compact Float Rod. Nice roach. How about that then? Bloody hell, it's a lovely looking roach. I tell you what, this is turning into an awesome little trip. So happy to have done my groundwork. It does pay off, guys, so get your Google Maps out and your Ordnance Survey. Happy days. There we go, guys. There we go, guys. Mr. Chevin. That's roach, dace, chub. This is turning into a cracking little trip on a blooming beautiful little carrier stream. Another little roach there. Wonderful. Lovely conditioned young chub. This is, I mean, this. It's these kind of waters that you want to keep your eye on. When your other rivers are up, these can be in good enough condition to fish. And as I said at the start of the video, that's why I keep an eye on a lot of different waters. To the point of distraction for a certain mum at home. She'll be like, what are you doing? I'm looking through all my list of different rivers and different brooks and checking if they're fishable. And then there's your other little brooks which might not have a depth gauge, so you have to take the closest main river, give you some idea, and just fish them, get to know them. But this is amazing. It's totally unkempt. Doesn't seem to have been anyone fishing it, and I'm absolutely buzzing. I really am. Wish I could film it a bit better for you, but hope you can understand it's not easy on your own when you're filming, and it's not easy when you're trotting and trying to film. I hope you can get some idea of how important these little rivers are to our main rivers. They act as nurseries. They also act as a barometer of how good water quality is for the rest of the rivers, because most of your smaller brooks and that have got sewage water treatments, be that in my case Thames water. But it's nice to see at the moment anyway, fish are certainly thriving on this little carrier. It's amazingly good fun. Another little dace. One after another. Amazing. This is a lovely looking silver, bluey sheen roach. A lovely colour to it. It really is a knit one, pearl one swim. Another perfectly conditioned redfin. Oh. Another roach. I'll tell you what, guys, this is wholesome fishing. Another glorious little roach. It's another lovely roach. Just about be able to swing this one to home. Oh. How's about that then? See, this is superb, totally enjoyable. Well, I'll tell you what, that's on the bread flake, nice bite. Another swinger. Oh, just. See what, I don't know if there's any pike in here, or some of them got some, certainly got some predation scars. Another nice roach. Going to be running out of, I only bought a small pack of liquidised bread. I don't think I'd be getting half the bites if it wasn't for that. They're hanging just now, just upstream on that lovely lot of reeds. Now if the river was a bit lower, I could get on a set of waders and just nestle there and run it through the float. And I reckon I'd pick them off even more so. There you go. I've actually got the quiver tip with me. Got the yeah, got the car with me. Wish it was my car. Wish I could drive at times. But yeah, got the car with me. So I've got the quiver tip in the car. So that's always an option. But I don't know, something about trotting on the pin, isn't there? It's just so wonderful. Species number 4, perch. Now there's a lot of interesting spots along this downstream section, some real nice areas that you'd expect to get a bite, but no bites in a couple of the swims I've tried. Bear in mind though guys, I'm running low on liquidized bread, and that was picking me up a lot of the bites in that honey pot swim, and it is a good spot by the looks of it there. But the thing that's on my mind a little bit, I'm now downstream of the sewage works, 40 yards downstream, so it does go through my head, are the fish above the sewage works, are they in more vaster numbers above the sewage works where I was fishing, because the water quality is better than it is downstream? Now to be fair, I could be jumping to conclusions there, but it is something that you've got to give good healthy consideration to, because you've got lovely looking areas. I'm sure there's a few fish along here, but as I say, I haven't got as much ground bait now. I've got some slices of bread that I could mash up though, but yeah, some lovely looking features, and I do suspect there'll be a few fish knocking about. It is a taster session, but I'm always proactively thinking and wondering about things. Some might call me cynical, I call myself a realist at times, and that does make me wonder, because we're downstream of the sewage works, if the water quality is worse downstream than it is above. It's just a bit of food for thought, isn't it? But it could be a fact. And given the amount of discharges we have on all our little rivers, streams, brooks, full-size rivers in the UK, it wouldn't surprise me if downstream this water quality is worse. Right at the tail end of the run, feels like a decent rope, could be wrong. Oh, it's moving up. Or it could be a chub. Yeah, looks like a chub. Perfectly brassy young chub. Thought this looked a deeper run, fancied it for a fish. This one's it's got its gob full of bits of liquidized bread and maggots. Wonderful. Well, it's been thoroughly enjoyable, but all good things have to come to an end. It's been really nice getting a feel for this small river, and to be fair, there's some cracking looking fish loitering about in it. Only got a little bit of a taster on this section further downstream. I only had that chub plus the fish that I spooked in that final swim, which was a bit of a hard swim to trot, to be honest. Should have brought some waders with me, so I could have gone further downstream because it's waterlogged. But yeah, it's been nice, and I'm sure there's a few more fish dotted about to be picked off. Obviously that first swim was just crazy. They obviously shoaled up there, and yeah, some lovely looking roach, no parasitical black spot on them, beautiful condition, lovely sheen. I think I had one bleak as well, dace, perch, small chub. But yeah, the pick of those species for me is the roach. It's kind of what I was hoping to find, to be honest. I just love investigating small rivers. I mean, you guys know that's one of my bread and butters. You know, I like fishing my rivers for larger species or even more well-known waterways, but it's doing the groundwork. Sometimes you get wild goose chases, but on other occasions you hit rivers like this, and yeah, I've got to come back down. I really do want to fish that lovely first swim again, but I do want to explore along this downstream section. Yeah, it's been thoroughly enjoyable. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's always great to hear from you. I did try to get some drone footage of the river as well, because it's nice to get another viewpoint and give you guys a kind of aerial shot and footage of the little waterway. It's always interesting from above, you know, bird's eye view. So anyway, I am now going to head off home. It's been enjoyable, and it's been a pleasure to have you along on the videos. Always is. Anyway guys, till my next video, wherever you're wetting a line, wherever you're dangling your end tackle, make sure it's wet, make sure that it's stiff as well. See you on my next video. Take care. Goodbye.